Welcome to Off the Rails, brought to you by the Model Railway YouTube community group, MRYCG, connecting the Model Railway community together. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course YouTube. Just search for MRYCG. Well, here we are, Off the Rails, Christmas 2021 radio show broadcast brought to you by our good friends at Sonnet Radio, the new home of the Off the Rails, where we can do it live with guests as well. And talking to guests, actually I've got two with us right now. I'm going to bring those in. So good evening to fellow admins of MRYCG. Craig
Merry
Mason,
Christmas.
Here he is, Merry Christmas, and Geoff Readman of Jumble Printing. So good evening to you chaps.
Hello.
Oh, so
Hello.
I know you're very, very busy, Craig especially. You're out on the road very shortly, as your day job does entail that.
Yeah, I'm going to be away with you for about 10 minutes and then I'm going to have to go, so
Well, it's
rejoice.
absolutely great that you can join us. You've got time to come and join
Oh,
us.
that's no problem.
Fantastic stuff. So we're going to be talking all about what's been going on in 2021 for MRYCG. That is the Model Railway YouTube community group. We can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and our own website, mrycg.com, with all the details to find us elsewhere across social medias, and the first series of Off the Rails as well. So it's been a bit of a busy year for us all, for everybody really. How have you found 2021, Craig?
Stay at home, work from home, especially on your layouts.
Oh,
Don't go to work.
that's the
And work
bonus
on
of
your
it all,
layouts.
isn't it? Yeah.
Job sorted. Merry Christmas.
And Geoff, how about yourself?
I had a change of a career, so I was out delivering parcels non-stop.
Oh, the
Santa Claus
essential
in the
part.
wheelchair.
Yes, you are our very own Santa, aren't you, Geoff?
Yeah.
We do have another admin, that's Stuart Bowie of Valleybrook Model Railway 2. He isn't with us tonight, but he might be dropping in a little bit later on. So hopefully we can get a catch up with him. And now, as we are a radio station broadcast today, we can actually play some music. But if you are listening on the podcatcher services after the live show, you'll find that I'm afraid the music can't be broadcast on there. But if you want to listen to it with the music, then make sure you're checking out the Listen Again service for Sonnet Radio, the Off the Rails show. Right, so as I said, we're going to be talking about what MRYCG has been up to throughout 2021, what's currently happening in the Model Railway news, and what's special things have been released from various manufacturers, and also a look at what's coming up in 2022, or well actually just before the end of 2021, with regarding exhibitions and events. Obviously there's a few that might be getting cancelled. I do know of one that today has been officially announced as cancelled, so we'll be more about that a little later on. We'll be doing...
I'm off for one tomorrow.
Oh yeah, right, well where are you off to?
It's a little toy train collector's fair. It's over in Warburn, which is in Durham.
Right.
It starts, I believe, at 10 o'clock till 4. It's only a one-day event, but you never know, I might pick up some bargains.
Will
Who knows?
Mr. Grimm be joining you?
What do you reckon?
Oh, there he is in the background. That naughty Mr. Grimm. And Geoff, how about you? You got any exhibitions that you're looking forward to if they go ahead?
Any, really. Take all my stuff along and sell it.
Yeah, indeed.
That'd be a good idea.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll get on with our first music track. Now, music tracks I've chosen for the show are train related. So we're going to get on with the very first one, and then we'll get straight back to Geoff and the guys and talk about what's coming up then.
I hope it's Christy Berg.
Well, he might be in there somewhere. But anyway, in the meantime, here's a bit of Ozzy Osbourne.
Want to know more about MRYCG? Then why not just check out our website at mrycg.com, a place for the model railway enthusiasts to come together, share their stories and skills to other railway modelers in a community known as MRYCG.
Are you looking to add a nice new addition to your layout? Then make sure you take a look at the MRYCG's very own marketplace to buy, sell or swap your second-hand items and collectibles. You'll find a wide range of locos, scenery and track, not to mention books, die-cast models and lots of highly collectible railway honour that you just cannot afford to miss. Are you looking for a certain item? Then why not place a wanted advert in your listings, as someone may just have that tucked away. Or maybe you have an item to sell yourself to be given a fresh lease of life in a new home. You'll find items in all scales and gauges at prices to suit your budget. So go on, why not take a look in the marketplace today? Find us on Facebook, hit that search bar and type in MRYCG Marketplace. Buy, sell, swap model railways.
Right, here we are then, back. And yes, Craig's had to bob off to get on with his daily job. So, Craig is...
Busy man.
Yeah, he's busy. Still with me is Geoff of Jumble Lane Model Railway and Jumble Lane Printing. Right, Geoff, so we were briefly brushed on exhibitions at the beginning. So I've got a list of exhibitions to talk about, and I've just noticed there's actually quite a few coming up as cancelled. What was your latest exhibition that you went to, Geoff?
The last one I went to was Bourneville.
And that's obviously not far from yourself then, is it?
No, it was at the Austin Club in Longbridge Lane in Northfield, Birmingham.
Yeah.
So it weren't too far away.
And I bobbed along to the quickly, I would say, put together exhibition by the All Soldier Model Railway Association, and usually they do hold it here in my hometown of Crewe, Cheshire, UK. But due to unavailability of the venue, which is Bentley Motors Legends Conference Centre, it was unavailable. I'm quite gutted, but they quickly, after finding out the venue wasn't available, they quickly reorganised a new exhibition, only a little tiny one, and they had 4 weeks to put that together, and that took place in All Sages Bank at their local primary school, and it was a good little exhibition. I did grab hold of a few little bargains, but I did get to have a chat with the guys of one of my favourite local model railway exhibitions, which is Weaver Hill. Have you seen the layout, Weaver Hill?
Yeah, I saw it. Where did I see it now? I think it was at Telford or Shrewsbury. I think I saw it.
Yeah. It is
a good layout.
It is a good layout. It's actually had some modifications done it since its last time it was seen the exhibition circuit. So check out information.
They had a room to themselves. I think they had.
Yeah, it is a big layout. Have you ever thought about exhibition layout yourself?
Once or twice, but as you know, we both had a spell helping out at Westall Wagon Works some time ago, Manchester.
That was 2 years ago.
It is, yes, a long time ago. And prior to that, I did the show at Gaydon.
Mm-hmm.
So
at the Motor Museum, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I just think I'm busy enough doing everything else.
Yes, so
putting things in too many different pies.
Yes, indeed you do. Obviously, you've got your model railway called Jumble Lane Model Railway, but you also have Jumble Lane Printing as well, which is obviously the exclusive producer of the Model Railway YouTube community group, MRYCG, merchandise. Quite a few things on there. Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, it all started with my interest to do some printing. I've always been interested in printing, and I had the chance of a printer, a massive printer, wide format printer. Now I asked this printer, a friend of mine, if he could print some back scenes. And he said, "Oh, better than that." He says, "I'll sell you the printer that does it." So I got the printer, so I started doing things like that. And I thought, well, if I can do this for myself, I can do it for other people.
Mm.
So I started doing things like that. And then it just grew from there, and it started doing things like T-shirts, mugs, you name it, all the merchandise. And then it began 3D printing. I was interested in that, so started doing that, and I make all sorts of things now for the model railways.
Yes, you've actually done me a back scene as well. It was one of the first back scenes you actually did, and it's absolutely splendid. So if anyone's after back scenes, especially bespoke ones, then do check out jumblelamprinting.co.uk. Definitely recommend you, Geoff, and it's just absolutely splendid. I was overwhelmed with the quality of the service as well as the quality of the product. It's second to none.
Cheers.
Right, I'm going to get on with another quick song, and then we'll get on with talking about exhibitions. So right back after this.
Are you stuck for gift ideas? Maybe you're looking for something with a more personal touch. Jumble Lane Printing are a specialist service that supplies a wide range of personalised items tailored to suit your requirements at a competitive price. We will print your chosen design on t-shirts, canvas pictures, mugs, keyrings and clocks. In fact, there's so many ideas to choose from, you will be spoiled for choice. For people with an interest in model railways, we also print banners, totems and bespoke back scenes. Please come and visit our Facebook page and see what we can do for you. Just search for our Jumble Lane Printing page on Facebook or call Geoff now on 07931 776 978.
Do you want to get involved with MRYCG? Then why not check out the official Facebook page and group? Just search for MRYCG, the Model Railway YouTube community group.
Doobie Brothers, long train running then, and a little bit of a convention about Jumble Lane Printing. Obviously, we've just been talking to Geoff about that. Now, if anybody is listening out there and you're wondering how you can actually be talking to us live here during this radio show, podcast show, you can do on the Sonnet Radio website. If you sign yourself up for a free Listener Club account, all you have to do then is verify your email address that you register with. Then you can drop into the Listener Lounge and chat with ourselves directly as the show is going out, speaking to all of us and ask any questions that you may have. So please do go check out the Sonnet Radio website. This is sonnet.co.uk. Links, obviously, if you're listening here now, you will know what we are, what the station is all about. And if you want to know more about MRYCG, well, we'll tell you, as well as you can check out the MRYCG website at mrycg.com and check out all the social media links and links for lots of things that we're going to be discussing today, as well as clubs, events and exhibitions, that sort of thing. And you can find a little bit more about what MRYCG is all about. Right, how are we now? Are we looking down? Geoff did actually highlight something to me just a moment ago, and I do have that to talk about very, very soon. But what I want to talk about first is it's Christmas. What is on your Christmas list from Santa regarding model railways? I've always got something on my list, and these days it's a lot more scenic. But what sort of stuff do you want on your Santa's list under that tree this Christmas? All on model railways. Please let us know. Right then, I'll bring Geoff back in so we can have a chat about that exhibition that just shown us, hasn't you, Geoff? Now, it was brought to our attention a little bit earlier on. Tell us a little bit about that exhibition that's been officially announced as cancelled today.
It's a 7mm group, as far as I know. It's a Somerset and Dorset exhibition.
Yeah.
I think it's at Bridgewater.
Oh, right, where there's Severn Valley. At the Severn, Bridgewater has... No, that's Bridgenorth, I'm getting mistaken.
No, it's Bridgenorth.
Yeah, Bridgewater. So it's the... Yeah. I'm just getting that up on my screen right now, if I can find the right folder to click on.
Somerset and Dorset.
There it is. Right, so let's have a quick look. Joys of live radio. Here we go.
Would have been their 47th exhibition?
Yes, right. So the Somerset and Dorset Railway Trust, the 47th Model Railway Exhibition, which was intending to be held at the Eddington Village Hall, Eddington, near Bridgewater, TA79HZ. It was due to be held over the weekend of the 8th and 9th of January 2022. But unfortunately, it has now been cancelled. If you maybe have purchased tickets prior to the show, or if you just obviously you're going to just turn up on the day. But if you have purchased tickets pre-show, you need to get in touch with the society and obviously look about maybe some refunds or to see where it may be moved to for the future. So that is, yes, the Somerset and Dorset Railway Trust 47th Model Railway, unfortunately, has been cancelled. And yes, it's the 7mm Narrow Gauge Association that hosts that. So that is one thing about exhibitions. Now, I do have a lot of exhibitions to show. I'm just actually going to refresh in case, because this does update very fast. And obviously today is the 18th of December, but there's still exhibitions, would you believe it, taking place right now. And the next one, in fact, the 18th, which is today, up to the 20th, are the final ones. Unbelievably, did you know there's actually was going to be one on Christmas Day?
On Christmas Day?
On Christmas Day, I am looking right here, and apparently there was going to be an exhibition by the I'm going to just read it properly. On Saturday, the 25th of December, the Greasley and Whitechnaw Model Railway Group were having a mince pie open weekend exhibition on the day. Unfortunately,
Right.
it's in Derbyshire, but unfortunately, it has been cancelled. Well, I can't really see many people joining up to that, but unfortunately, yes, it has been cancelled. But before that, it's this weekend, obviously following the 18th through to Monday the 20th in Derbyshire again. The Famous Trains Model Railway Christmas event is taking place. I'll give you some information on that. Our Chinley Model Railway is the biggest 00 scale model railway in the East Midlands. It leads to the imaginary village terminus at Darley Green with its highly detailed hillside village. There is also a typical Derbyshire Canal basin and Cromford type incline plane. There is a static Hornby 00 tabletop railway, and there are other layouts of various gauges to attract visitors. We are also planning a sale of good condition second-hand railway books at very reduced prices. I'm just going to click on to get some more information on that, if I can do. Here we go. It's taking place over this weekend, Saturday the 18th to Monday the 20th, and the times are 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. Admission prices are incurred, but you can enjoy watching the trains go by, take a walk around the park and visit the craft village, the Orangery Cafe, the Muddy Play Centre and much more. Famous Trains is open every Saturday, Sunday and Monday 11 till 4. So yeah, it's worth it, and there's actually a list of attending layouts. Number of 00 gauge, Hornby 00 as well, Hogwarts layout, N-gauge layout, gauge 3 and another, and there's also sort of many displays on hand as well. So yeah, it needs to be checked out. It is. There's also the construction of an N-gauge model of Chinley Station from 2010 is also going to be on that, and there are also going to be gifts and stalls available for people to peruse through. So that is this weekend up to Monday the 20th of December. The Famous Trains Model Railway Christmas event. This takes place at the Famous Trains Model Railway building. Let's see if I can pronounce this right. At Marketon Park, Derby, Derbyshire, DE223BG, and that's from 11 till 4. So yeah, there's still one. That's the only one listed now up till Christmas Day, excluding that one that has been cancelled on Christmas Day. But there are a few more taking place afterwards as well. The Gainsborough Model Railway exhibition, the Gainsborough Model Railway Society Open Day, that has been cancelled, which was due for the 27th to the 28th of December. But as it stands at this moment, the Taunton Model Railway Group Open Day at Bishop's Lynard Station in Taunton, Somerset. That is taking place on the 27th to the 28th. And also the Keighley Model Railway Club are having a Christmas open day at their club rooms on the 28th as well. And finally, for December, listed here, the Wimborne Railway Society are having an open day. We're having an open day, unfortunately. That has been cancelled. So there's a couple there just between the Christmas and New Year break for people to take a look out. So if it's an event that interests yourselves, then please bob along and support your local exhibitions and model railway clubs and societies, and join along if you can do so. Bearing in mind, things are always subject to change with the current situations. Every day is a different day, so please do check out, and highly recommend you check out the website ukmodelshops.co.uk/events/exhibitions for a very, very up-to-date list of upcoming exhibitions. Right, we're going to get on with another track, and then we'll be straight back with looking at January's exhibitions and also a look at what MRYCG have been up to over the past couple of weeks. So yeah, join us right back after this.
Are you a model railway fan looking for ideas for your layout? Maybe you are a person who likes the social side of the hobby and making new friends. If this sounds like a great idea, then why not check out the MRYCG live stream schedule, where we have a growing community of friendly people who enjoy showcasing their skills, chatting to fellow modelers, but most of all, sharing their tips and tricks to people from all around the world. There are many people in this list who have an assorted range of skills, specialising in many different aspects of modelling, and thoroughly enjoy meeting new people in hope to help you progress with your projects and layouts. Check out the MRYCG live stream schedule now and be part of a fun and friendly community. Find us at mrycg.com/livestream schedule.
So welcome back. We're going to be talking more about exhibitions and also about MRYCG in itself and what we've been up to throughout 2020. And I am now joined by Stuart. Hello, Stuart.
Good evening, Jason. Good evening to everybody listening in here on Sonnet Radio.
Yes, our new home for the Off the Rails radio show podcast. It is now known as. Hope you are doing well. I know you're busy at work, so we won't keep you going too long. But yes, thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas.
No worries. Merry Christmas. Yeah, hello, Jeff, as well. Yeah, I think we should call it the Radcast, I think.
The what?
Radcast. It's half radio, half podcast.
The Radcast. Well, it is going to be available after the live broadcast here at Sonnet Radio. On all our normal podcatcher services and also over on our YouTube channel. So there'll be many more listeners around. But if anyone is listening, and like I say, if you want to be chatting with us live, you can join up with the Listener Club account at Sonnet Radio and drop in then to this Listener Lounge and chat with us behind the scenes and ask any questions that you may have. Now, Stuart, we've just been talking about exhibitions and about what's coming up throughout December still.
Yeah.
And just found out, obviously, that there actually was one listed for Christmas Day. Would you believe it?
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think many people will make it around an exhibition with too many Yorkshire puddings and roast dinners in the bellies. I don't think rucksacks are getting away. I think big bellies will be getting in the way. But yeah, it'll be quite entertaining if there was one on Christmas Day.
Yes, indeed. But nonetheless, it has been an interesting year for exhibitions. A lot of cancellations, a few have gone on, including our very own back in July, was it?
Yes, 31st of July, the MRYCG/Wally members meet up in Albury.
Yes, that's a big. I will actually say this, and I have said it many, many times. A huge thank you to all the team and guys behind Wally Model Railway Club for offering and then putting on a fantastic day for us all members of MRYCG to drop on by, and obviously the yeah, the diorama build, which was absolutely fantastic. There is
Oh,
lots.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a great day. It was great to finally catch up with so many other YouTubers and modelers from across the community. Just catching up with them, it's just superb. And yeah, those dioramas very competitive.
Yeah, the best thing is, like I say, we did the diorama challenge throughout the day. They had about half an hour to an hour before main doors opened, before the general public or members were allowed in. But every time we went up there, the tension was unreal. Like Martin and Sam were like giddy little kids, and it was brilliant to see all the interaction and everything. All the members, all the youngsters and everything. But like I say, by the end of it, you were there waiting like you got 20 minutes to go, and the proper scrambling and the like proper the tension. It was proper goosebumps.
Now,
it was brilliant.
Who is it we had actually? It was Martin
Sam
of
Jones.
Sam Jones of
Martin.
Pix 47, Martin Rees
Yeah.
of WW Scenics. We had Tim Cooper of Scrapline Model Railway, and we had Gwyn Rees Jones.
Yeah, and then we had
Guion as well. And it is I was very fond of his.
And he was quite good on that one.
Yeah, all his wizardry of electronics. I was quite fond of this because it was based on Ivor the engine. I'm a big fan of Ivor, by the way. I've just let that one out there. Just like that, as well as Thomas the Tank Engine, which I think everybody's a big favourite of that. What did you think of the day, Geoff? And what did you think of the dioramas?
I was tucked away in a little room at the front, selling all my stuff, so I didn't really see a lot of it. I was still busy in my room, but it was a pretty good show, really, I thought.
Now, hopefully, Worley have said to us that they are looking for returning in 2022 with another one for us, MRYCG. So obviously more details will be announced from us as we get confirmation of that due to current situation. We don't know what's happening from day to day, really. But we will keep people informed and obviously keep details, keep informed with not keep informed, keep up to date with the latest information and news with MRYCG, the Model Railway YouTube community group, by joining our Facebook group. If you've got Facebook, just search MRYCG, and also our Facebook page. Give that a good like, and our other social media such as Twitter, which is official_MRYCG, MRYCG_official, and Instagram of the same name. Plenty of places to check us out, but if you want to find an easier way to find where you can actually get all this information, then do just check out the MRYCG website, mrycg.com. I'm just looking over at the listener lounge here at Sonnet Radio. We do have the all-famous Timberserve saying good hello to us. Also, good afternoon. I keep saying evening because I'm used to being on at the evening on the radio. So good afternoon to Timber. Thank you for joining us over in the listener lounge. If you've got any questions for us guys or anybody else out there, or if you want to let us know about anything, then please do. He's saying hello, boys. So yes, hello, Timber. Good. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Tim.
Hi, Timber.
Laugh out loud, famous. He's saying yes, indeed. And you might just hear a little bit about Timber coming up later on in the show. But yeah, going back to MRYCG, the Model Railway YouTube community group, founded by me, March 2018. Would you believe it? Going back some way. 2018. So what we're in 20. So it's 4 years old next March.
Well, they're saying now, don't they? We don't these lockdowns during COVID. You don't class these 2 years, so we're still in 2019 technically.
Yes. It's. I'm just reading what's being said in the listener lounge chat. It's quite comical. But if you want to know what's going on in the listener lounge and you're listening out there, please come on to Sonnet Radio's listener lounge. Sign up to the listener club. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is verify your email address just to confirm you are a real person behind the keyboard, and then drop yourself in and chat with us live. So yeah, it just shows it worked. Timber, good afternoon to you. Right, yeah. So back to MRYCG, founded in 2018. It's been places, that's for sure, and it's going to be going places. Still a long way to go, and a lot more to come. What throughout this year has been your favourite part? I know it's obviously been highly restricted in its entirety. Before the Worley thing, the Worley event, the last time MRYCG did a meet as such was at Stafford 2019.
Yes, and the best thing is we did Stafford 2019, and a good old Steve at Railway Laser Lines did us a new headboard,
Yes, he
which was
did.
MRYCG on tour, which I believe you still got at Barnabas Junction.
I have, yeah.
And it's not been on tour.
It's not. It's been one place. It's been Stafford in 2019, and then it's just been
Yeah.
it's just come back with me, and it's just safely stored
stayed there.
on the wall. But it's
Yeah,
not had
so
the opportunity
hopefully-
to go anywhere since. But fingers crossed, Stafford 2022 will be going ahead,
Yes.
and maybe
I believe. Oh, what's it called now? Scotland, Motherwell Scotland's going ahead as well.
yeah, Motherwell
That's,
Scotland. But
February time.
we'll have to wait and see. That's the end of January, I think, if my numbers are correctly.
January,
yeah.
February, yeah.
We'll have to just wait and see. I do know there's obviously situation changes after the big old Christmas day, but Timber Surf is saying himself he cannot wait for Stafford 2022. Yes,
Cool.
I actually
right.
met Timber at the Alsager one in Alsager's Bank at Model Railway Society Club. So it was great to meet you, Tim, and I look forward to hopefully meet you again in Stafford in 2022. Right then, Stuart, you got to bob off. Got busy.
Yes, I've got 15 minutes to do my paperwork, lock up, secure up, and head off home.
Well, hopefully we might be out the opportunity to catch up with you in a little while. But thank you for joining us, Stu.
Yeah.
Another
No worries.
admin of MRYCG. Merry Christmas from
See you
everyone.
later.
See ya.
Try.
So thank you very much for Stuart for joining us. Yes, so Stafford 2019 was officially the last actual exhibition that MRYCG did a meet.
Yeah, see, it seems like an age ago, doesn't it?
It does,
really?
yeah, a very long time ago. But we have been there. We've been supporting the community throughout since then and still to this day. And we do intend to continue for many, many time beyond. Timber Surf says Ali Pally is going ahead just after the Stafford exhibition. Indeed it is. And that's, if anyone wants to know what Ali Pally, that's Alexandra Palace down south. Big exhibition, which has not actually took place now for 2 years. So this will be the third, because I remember in 2019, Stafford, I think, was the last official exhibition that was able to take place. Ali Pally was due the couple of weeks after, but unfortunately got cancelled due to the situation and has not taken place since. So maybe people can look forward to Ali Pally in 2022. Have you got anything lined up that you've got your eye on then, or are you just going to look out and bob off to one that's
I'm
available?
just going to look out. So I'm not planning to go out selling my stuff at any of the shows until we're fully back up and running normal, because I don't want to make plans and have to stop them at the last minute, because I might have to have sort of organised time off work, and I can't keep on doing that.
Yeah.
If they keep on getting cancelled.
Right.
So I'd just rather go out, on the hoof really and see if I can get to.
It's an interesting situation. Everything changes every single day. Really, you've got to keep an eye on the exhibition calendar, really, because some pop up last minute, a lot are disappearing. And I'll have a look at the January for 2022. Actually, I'll watch listed, and we'll have a look at those in a moment. But
I think a lot of them, what a lot of them do is they tend to do the last minute jobs, don't they?
Yeah.
Whereas they can't do their normal show, so they'll say, "Oh, if we can do this, we'll do it now, and we'll just do a quick one."
We've got to appreciate there's a lot of behind the scenes kind of things that need to be done prior to events. Obviously, you've got to organise all the layouts that come. You've got to organise the traders. You can't just drop on them and say, "Oh, you come in Saturday." Yeah, just like and it goes not just for the small exhibitions; it goes for the giant exhibitions. Like I said, Timber said about Ali Pally going ahead next year. Worley, that unfortunately didn't take place again last November, which would have been about 4 weeks ago. But they did do a local show instead at their club rooms in Albury. And from what I've heard, it was an absolute success. So maybe they'll be looking at doing a future local show as well as the big major one. Fingers crossed that will take place November 2022, but it's still a long way off. But I do know planning is in place, and we await to find out whether that will go ahead again next year. But yeah, like I say, there's a lot of background planning to exhibitions. Anybody that's listening out there, please get in touch with us if you can do, and let us know. Do you actually have an exhibition layout that you've shown at an exhibition? How have you found it? Was it entertaining? Was it stressful? Did it take a lot of organising behind the scenes? And roughly how long did it take to actually sort out? I'd be really, really interested, actually. It's something that does not really get much focus in the community, is talking about exhibition layouts. Everyone, including myself, we talk more about of our home layouts. But yeah, the exhibition circuit would be a good subject to talk about for in the future around the community.
I reckon they've got to be planned almost 12 months ahead, because it's when you finish an exhibition, you're invited to go again the following year. Then you'll start organising it from there on.
Yeah. Well, just for example, we personally know about the Worley one. That can take, I know, before, for example, like if November's had just taken place, the next year's 2022, they actually start sorting that one out early 2021. It's like 18 months they take to progress. So before they've even hosted one, they're already planning the next one. So obviously, the bigger the exhibition, the more planning it will take. So the more time scale it'll take. But yeah, it must take some doing for an exhibition like that. Would be interesting to speak maybe in the future exhibition people and how they go about it. And if you are a exhibition host, then please do get in touch as well. If anyone wants to get in touch with MRYCG and you're not using the social media, you can still get in touch with us via email. That is contact us at mrycg.com. Please get in touch if you'd like to maybe be on the future shows of this Off the Rails, or if you just want to send over some information about how things go on behind the scenes, how you're getting involved, and how long you've been involved. Maybe that's something to look forward to as well, reading all about. We'll obviously in the future talk about that on the show. So yeah, get in touch with us via email, contact us at mrycg.com. Right, so we're going to do a quick song now, and then I'll get straight on to January's exhibition list and see whether there's any local to you. Right, then getting on with a little bit of Little Eva.
Are you a modeller or are interested in the British diesel and electric era? Then why not check out DEMU, which stands for Diesel and Electric Modellers United. This independent society was formed in 1984, catering for all modellers of the railways of mainland Britain in the diesel and electric era, regardless of scale, gauge, affiliations or modelling abilities. As a member, you will be able to access subjects of interest not normally seen in the modelling press and some fantastic member forums. You will find details on groups that hold meetings throughout Britain, and you'll get reduced rates to the annual showcase exhibition where the very, very best of diesel and electric modelling may be seen. Check out the DEMU website for more information and make sure you join today to get the most up-to-date information on events and exhibitions, but most of all, be part of a friendly group of people who love to share information and pass on expert advice. So what are you waiting for? Head over to demu.org.uk and get in touch.
Want to see a little behind the scenes of MRYCG? Then why not find us on YouTube for news, reviews, interviews and visits with modellers and manufacturers. Just search for the Model Railway YouTube community group.
Hello, Timber Surf here from the Longstonia Railway. You are listening to Off the Rails with MRYCG.
Yes, you are listening to Off the Rails with MRYCG. Thank you very much there, Timber. He's got his own little shout out on the show. So yeah, good afternoon, evening, wherever you may be in the world tuning in right now to this Off the Rails radio podcast show with myself, Jason, of the founder and obviously of Barnabas Junction Model Railway. And I'm joined also by Geoff Readman of Jumble Lane Model Railway and Jumble Lane Printing. Right, Geoff, so we're going to be having a look at exhibitions that are coming up in January. I'm just going to drop over. But before we do, I just want to actually briefly, if I can get to it in time, is look about something that was just announced just moments before we actually came on air. And it's announced by Rails of Sheffield that apparently the Bachmann 00 gauge Class 47s have now been released and are available. So several versions of the eagerly awaited range of 00 gauge Class 47, so Bachmann branch line, are available. These stunning new models were originally announced as part of the Bachmann's Autumn 2021 range. The remaining models in the 47 range are expected to be released in the coming months, but some versions are already sold out. How about that?
Yeah. Dean Park's already done a video on one.
Yes, I noticed that last night, yeah. So I'm just looking at what I've got up on the screen now. So we've got rail freight livery, we've got the steel livery, we've got the old BR green livery, and the standard BR blue livery. Cracking. Now, I've always been a fan of the 47s. You know, myself, I'm a big fan of 37s. I'm a big fan of 68s, the more modern locomotives. What's your favourite locomotive?
The Deltic.
Deltic.
Sore subject.
Class 55 Deltic, for anyone that doesn't know. My ultimate favourite is, this day and age, is the Class 68, which is produced by Dapol, especially in the direct rail services livery, but there are other liveries available. But prior to that, the all-time favourite diesel locomotive anybody could probably say is obviously the Class 37, the good old tractor. I do have a number of those for myself. What are your favourite locomotives out there? Let us know. Either let us know by email, contact us at MRYCG.com, or you can get in touch with us on the Listener Lounge. Get signed up for the Listener Club. Tell us in at the Listener Lounge, what is your favourite locomotive? And also, I have to mention there, it's diesel locomotives I was talking about, but let us know about your steam locomotives as well, what your favourites are there. Now, you personally, yourself, have got a favourite steam locomotive, haven't you, Geoff?
Yeah, Cluncastle.
Cluncastle, yes.
My dad used to be a policeman, and his collar number was 7029, which is the same as Cluncastle.
Right.
And it just happened to be something that, I'll take an interest in that because of that, really. But it has become a real favourite of mine as far as kettles are concerned.
Yeah. What's the running number of Cluncastle?
7029.
7029. Well, that's quite close to my favourite steam locomotive, which is Foxcote Manor 7022. Mine being a manor class, Cluncastle is a castle class. There are differences. There's also the hall class,
The King class.
all very similar. But yeah, favourite definitely for me. That's my favourite because I've actually driven the real one at Llangollen.
I did have Cadbury Castle, which is 7028, but it was a really old model.
Yeah,
and it had a split. What they call it? Is it a split chassis, or where the motor is connected to the chassis?
Right.
One pole of the motor is connected to the chassis, so it would work all of a sudden. But then, if you went into reverse, it would blow the decoder up.
Right.
So it did have a sound decoder in it, but that blew up straight away, and I couldn't understand what was blowing up. And then I realised it was split chassis. So that became the subject of one of Tim's early, or one of his first kettles that he scrap-lined. And he's made an absolute fantastic job of that.
Yeah, he does.
I just sent it to him, and it's a static model now, and it's on the little dioramas that we made for the Stafford show.
That's right, yeah.
That diorama, the actual Cadbury Castle sits on that.
Yeah, excellent stuff. Just actually talking, I'm going to get in touch with Tim. I know he's very, very busy at the moment. He's sorting out about moving home. But he's been posting pictures of his, I would say, his section of his layout, because he's obviously with him moving out, his layout's got to move, but he's focusing on a section of his layout at the moment. Absolute phenomenal scenery. As you know, I'm loving scenery at the moment myself, and I've got to say, absolutely splendid work he's been doing on that. Have you been following up on that?
I haven't followed it as much as I want to because it's just so much to try and follow, and time and everything else. But yeah, I think he does an absolute wonderful job.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking to think that it's all coming out.
I know. It's such a sadness.
I've actually thought of the fact that if I don't think I'd want to move house because I just couldn't take
Just
it all
because
to
of the
pieces.
model railway.
wait till I'm dead and gone, and they carry me out in a box, and they can do what they like with the layout. There.
I just want to say a big hello to Peter Gower, who's joining us in the listener lounge. He says, in respect of 2021 has been a better year as we've been able to get our freedom back and go out to events. Let's hope 2022 will be even better. I do agree with that, actually, yeah. He has gone on to say, hopefully Railtours will be able to run from January onwards in 2022. He's got everything crossed. In fact, I'm going to touch on Railtours because Locomotive Services Limited / Group, they are based here in Crewe, and they are doing an absolute major amount of Railtours now around the country. And I did actually get sent their 2022 calendar. And I don't know if you've seen it yet, Geoff, yourself. I will have a look at it later. There's some things in there that may just fancy you yourself, or maybe fancy from others that are tuned in tonight. So what I'll do is I'll find that list and I'll send it over to you, Geoff, and I'll even post it into the MRYCG social media so people can have a look at. But I've had a look at it, and there's some very interesting stuff, from Deltics to steam to electric to just basically having a good old time on the good old-fashioned rail tour services.
Going on the subject of rail tours, there was a few weeks ago a rail tour for Cloncassel and the Duchess of Sutherland, was it? On a, I think it was a Saturday, a few weeks ago, and they went up Licky Bank.
Yes.
Which is the steepest incline on railway in the UK.
Yeah.
And they did it single-handed. They weren't assisted.
It wasn't pushed or anything.
No, there was a Class 20 chugging along about a minute later, just in case. But to see these steamers, and I wanted to go down there, but something happened at the last minute and I couldn't get down there to film it. But people did film it, and if you go on YouTube and you search for it, they really do thunder up that hill.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable the sound they make. The steam when they go under the Duchess of Sutherland done it in New Street Station earlier on the day, and they did it as they went under a little bridge or gantry, where the steam gets around the overhead lines, and it causes a mini explosion.
Oh, right.
Because of the density of the steam is so high.
The moisture on the electrics. Yeah.
It's unbelievable, but it really is a picture.
We'll have to check that
I'd
out.
love to have witnessed it, but they sound gorgeous. That's the good thing about the steams.
Cool. Just going back to the listener lounge, Timber Surf saying his favourite locomotive is a 55 Deltic, just like yourself, Geoff, followed by a 37 and then a good old Gronk Class 08. Peter Gower saying, you don't need me to tell you what my favourite loco is. Yes, Peter. He's saying, Peter Gower. He loves his 47s. I do like a 37. Both are versatile and go anywhere machines, and both still going strong to this day. Proper British engineering, that. He says a 56 does come close after a 47, though.
And the 50s sound really good as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just catching up on the chat. He says 37 is his third favourite. Touching on LSL. He does actually... Oh, cheers for the information here, Peter. Man of lots of knowledge. He says 2305 and 2302 with class 57. He's then saying 57302, 57311. Now, I do believe they were ex-DRS as well. Are also been bought by LSL, Locomotive Services Limited. He goes on to say that 2305, back to that again, 2302, 57302, 57311 have all been bought by LSL. It's what it's meant to put, he says, sorry. But yeah, so LSL are picking up a lot of the older rolling stock. I do know that Direct Rail Services, they held a lot of the 20s and the 57s, obviously, for the Thunderbird work. And they were getting rid, as they were streamlining a lot of their locomotives. So it looks like LSL are snapping them up. But probably their most prominent one now is the Blue Pullman HST. I know it was being warmed up. Was it this morning? I read that it's being warmed up, ready for Railtours over this weekend, I do believe. Peter Gowie is actually saying HNRC have apparently bought the rest of the DRS 20s. Oh, indeed. Thank you very much for that information. So yeah, good locomotives out there. It's worth taking a look at, things like that. Keep an eye out on our social media, MRYCG. We'll keep you updated with great people like Peter Gower, who's very knowledgeable on his locomotives out there and his heritage and rail tours. He does a lot of videos on his YouTube channel showing stuff that goes through where he lives.
He's quite knowledgeable, really, is Peter. He knows a fair bit.
In fact, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to grab this LSL book that they've released of the Railtours, because it's actually very interesting. Now, they're based in Crewe, so they're central to the UK, as we could say, but they still have to travel light to certain locations before they start the service. So it was a little bit confusing because not all the services come obviously to Crewe. They go down south. Some of them go up north. So they go down to the likes of St Pancras. They go down to the likes of Euston, and then they'll operate a service coming up north. But some of the services come to Crewe, but they don't go much further. They may go to Wigan, may go to Preston, and that's it. So if anyone wants to get on any of these services and they want to get on at Crewe, they don't get very far. It's a bit odd, but I've been checking out. There's one particular service which I've got my eye on for information, and that is one that actually starts in Crewe, taking place next year. Here we go, Locomotive Services Group. Let's check that out. Let's see if I can find the booklets while we're talking out on air. Where are we going now? So we're just scrolling through now to find the information. Where are we now? There, I think somewhere here. Yes, there it is. So I'll get that downloaded onto the computer, and we'll have a look at that. But in the meantime, we're just going to go on with one more song before we get into that and start talking about exhibitions of 2022. And a little bit of another thing from Timber, who's in the Listener Lounge.
Hello, Timber Surf here, with a little reminder to sign up to my channel on YouTube for your weekly dose of Timber Surf's Tidbits. Ciao for now.
The script says subscribe, not sign up. As it'll do.
Tweet. Yes, don't forget to also find us on Twitter, MRYCG_official. Go on, give us a tweet.
Yes, give us a tweet. Yeah, find us on many social media sites, including Twitter. Thank you for Stuart for letting us know. Now, I've got the Locomotive Services Rail Tour list, documents up in front of me. I'm just going to briefly brush on these, following on from what Peter Gower was just saying in the Listener Lounge. Our immaculately restored heritage diesel and electric locomotives. So we've got the likes of Class 20s, Class 37s, men's class 40s, 45, they're the peaks. 47s, class 55, the Royal Scots. We've got class 86s, 87s, good old class 90s as well. What else have we got? So here goes the first one. On Wednesday, the 26th of January 2022, departing London Euston, calling at Milton Keynes, Rugby, Nuneaton, Tamworth, Crewe and Preston. There we go, the one about Preston, is the Electric Scott. Yes, I have that. It's an absolutely fantastic locomotive. Our Class 87 hauled charter will take our first Class Mark III intercity carriages onto Glasgow Central for an afternoon break of around 3.5 hours. The Clansman, that's one probably for Peter, on Saturday the 26th and 27th of February, departing from London Euston. That is starting from London Euston. We're delighted to present a scenic watertime excursion to Inverness. Travel is in first class comfort and our intercity Mark III carriages, hauled by our Class 87 electric locomotive. What else have we got? Loads more. Even moving on to March, April. I'm just trying to find the actual one that I was quite interested in. There it is. It's called the Deltic Deviation, Geoff. The Deltic Deviation, 7th of May 2020. Doesn't actually come near Crewe, but it's quite an interesting one because it goes up to Geordieland, up to the Angel of the North. So something that Craig might be able to capture.
Craig.
Yeah, Finsbury, departing from Finsbury Park, then Stevenage, Peterborough, York and Durham. Class 57 Deltic hauled charter will take the first Class Mark III intercity carriages from Finsbury to Newcastle for a break of around 3 hours. Fantastic one there. Definitely worth checking out. So if you want to check out this itself, then go check out the Locomotive Services Group. And you'll find the pamphlet. There's one even for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee in June for London. So it's superb, and I'll post it in the Off the Rails, not the Off the Rails, in the MRYCG Facebook group and all the social medias too. Even the lights down to the Edinburgh Fringe, Blackpool Air Show, Scarborough, that's another one. There's so many to choose from. They're doing a service departing Newcastle, Durham, and moving on to ending up in Doncaster and Chesterfield. York, Doncaster, Chesterfield, and actually ends up at the Severn Valley Railway and operates then along the Severn Valley Railway. That's a good one. It's called the Severn Valley Deltic on the 12th of October 2022. That's an interesting one and might be worth the rumble of a Deltic along the Severn Valley Railway afterwards. Definitely worthwhile it. Right, so I'm just going to touch back. Obviously, this is MRYCG's Off the Rails podcast, the Model Railway YouTube community group. I'm just going to bring up the chat, see what other people have been talking about. Yes, Peter Gower saying 55022 is the Royal Scots Grey. Also, a couple of charters with 45118 late in the summer. MRYCG, the Model Railway YouTube community group. We are a community of modelers. We're no experts. We're just modelers like yourselves out there that formed MRYCG for you, as all the modelers, as a place to get together and share your skills, your expertise, just your knowledge, and just photographs, videos, your YouTube channels, your Facebook pages. It's a bit of a hub for everyone to get together. And if you aren't a member, then please do join up. It is completely free to do so. Just look on mrycg.com. I'm going to be... Peter's just... Severn Valley is in reach. Might consider that one, says Timber, for next year. Peter Gower says 60007, so Nigel Gresley will be joining LSL next year as they have a partnership with them. I've never seen that, so that would be a good one to see. Have you seen Sir Nigel Gresley, Geoff?
No.
No, you're not. So that's something to look out for. It'll be up. It's kind of our neck of the woods, including your own. So I really will be looking forward to that. So if you've got any more information on that, Pete, I will be very grateful. Let us know. I'll see if I can get out in the new year to capture that myself. Or if anyone else does capture, then let us know on the social media. Right. So MRYCG. We primarily were launched on Facebook back in March the 1st, 2018. So it's coming up to its 4th year. How have you found it for yourself, Geoff?
Oh, it's pretty good because you just meet different people with different ideas, and this is the thing with model railways and most hobbies. In fact, everyone's got their own take on how things are done. So it is different for lots of different people, and sharing the information between ourselves gives us a better understanding of how things can work. So it helps us understand it better and makes it easier to understand. So you can get on and get things done. I learned a lot about the layout and how to build the layout because I just went feet first into doing my layout, and then all of a sudden I thought, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. And I've changed a hell of a lot. In fact, I've stopped progressing on my layout because I'm changing things to the way they not so much how they should be, but how it works better, or it works better for me, and how it works better to be prototypical.
Well, for an example, you were on about things changing. My personal layout, Barnabas Junction, it took 11 attempts before I was actually happy with it, of changing the layout, changing the track, and changing just basically how it looked. And I can't say, even when you think you're happy with it, you never will be, because everything's always evolving, everything's always changing along with time, with things that are available on the market, that sort of stuff. You always think, well, actually, I like that. I might be able to fit that in there, but I might have to just change that, such and such. See, everything evolves. I know yourself. I know from knowledge from yourself, and I know from a lot of others that they're always changing. I know recently you've done a lot of track relaying on yours, but I think
I had a pull out to get into the room. I had to remove a section of track, so that was a pull out, and it was a bridge, and it had 2 roads on it, two tracks on it. Now it's got 4 on it because it just seemed impossible to run, because I've got two track loops on my layout. The one is a smaller loop, and the one's the outer loop, and they both got 2 tracks each.
Yeah.
But they joined up at a station, went round through a wardrobe, and then come back out the other side. So it basically restricted where I could run, because I had to stop the inner to let the outer go, and vice versa. So now I've got like 4 rails going over the bridge, and I've got 4 independent tracks as such.
Yeah. Like I say, I've changed mine so much. I think there's a word heavily used in this hobby, and that is
progression.
Less is more.
Yeah.
If you said you're not guilty of this, I probably would say personally you've got to be lying, because when you first get your layout, you first get a model railway, or you get a train set, as when you first buy them. You just want to stick some track down and run trains. But then as things progress, it changes from the train sets that you got as a gift or present, or just bought from the shop, and it develops into a model railway where you're actually going into detail with things, your scenics, your station and stuff like that. But it's what people do a lot, and I did it right at the very beginning, is you just throw as much track down as you can. And this is where the term less is more. Then you look and think, actually, I've got nowhere to put my scenics now. I've got nowhere to put my platforms. I've got nowhere to put buildings. And slowly, or in my case, quite rapidly, the track comes back up again and you think, no, that does not look that. I've got somewhere now. I think we're all guilty of that. And let's say no model railway really ever is complete.
No, it's an ongoing job.
So let us know what how many times have you been working on your layout? Please get in touch with us. Let us know. Contact us at MRYCG.com or via the social media accounts. Let us know what you've done with your layouts. How many times have you done reconfigured? I wouldn't say done. Reconfigured your layouts for further progression, and just how on an example when you first put all your track down and you think yeah run the trains, how much of that layout still exists from when you first put everything down? I would say probably at least 50% of it disappeared afterwards when you come to do your scenic. So let us know, see what you think. Let us know in the listener lounge as well, and we'll let people know what your percentages are. I know Peter Gower himself, he did a recent change of a lot of his layout. He actually operates 2 gauges on his layout. He operates a 009 gauge as well.
Yeah.
In fact, he's just popped up. My layout is short of little triggers. A broom has had a number of bits change. Yes, a number of bits indeed, Peter. I will agree on that. But yeah, let us know. As I say, either after the show, email at MRYCG, contact us at MRYCG.com, or you can do via the social media accounts as well. Just search for MRYCG. So layouts, things do change. I've got so much to try and cram into this. I'm afraid I probably won't be able to fit it all in tonight, but nonetheless, we will be hopefully coming back with, this is the Christmas special 2001. We've not done any since the New Year / the blooper show at the beginning of the year, but fingers crossed, all's been well. We will be back with a full series back in 2022, and fingers crossed, if it does, I can tell you the date of the first one. I've got it here wrote down so I don't forget. All being well, if you quite like this, if you've enjoyed this and you want to see more of this live radio version of Off the Rails, where you can chat and talk to us, then we'll be back here again, fingers crossed, all being well, the 29th of January 2022. It is a Saturday again, and at the normal time of 4 p.m, just like we were today. So hopefully, if you have enjoyed it, yes, come and join us here. Full details will be published on the social medias, all being well, it does go ahead. But I think we've done quite well, actually, and I'm quite surprised. I still got so much to cram in. And I do already have a very special guest lined up for a future episode in the new series. So stay posted and stay close to MRYCG's website for full details as well. Remember, this is a radio show. We do have music on this show, but when it is rebroadcast on our podcaster and YouTube as well, it goes out on there later on, that music will be eradicated due to copyright laws. But if you want to hear some great railway-related music throughout the live show here at Sonnet, then make sure you tune in to the live episode with the music that will be going on the Sonnet Radio's Listen Again service on Mixcloud. The full links will be available for that, so you can tune in and listen with the music if you want the music. So just looking actually, Peter Gower, 2001, blimey, we've gone back in time. Did I just say 2001? I do apologise. I do get my numbers wrong, but with everything, time has flown so much, hasn't it? So what we're going to do, talking about time, we're going to have another tune. I think we'll go for a bit of a more modern track. We've been playing some lovely 70s and 60s. How about something from the 80s? Yes, absolutely. A cracking track from the 80s. Bearing in mind, on the podcatchers, you won't be hearing this music, so go and check out the Listen Again on the Mixcloud. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, this is Owen from Owen's Model Railways, and you are listening to Off the Rails with MRYCG.
Thank you very much, Owen. Yes, Off the Rails Christmas 2021 special here on Sonnet Radio. Yes, one of our media partners for MRYCG. We do thank you very much for allowing us to be hosting this Christmas special on their radio station, sonnetradio.co.uk. Sorry, this is sonnet.co.uk. Sonnet Radio. Great music, great chatter, and great model railways as well, because we are the MRYCG, the Model Railway YouTube community group, and I am joined still here by Geoff of Jumble Lane Model Railway and Jumble Lane Printing. Welcome back, Geoff.
Thank you.
So I'm going to be getting on very shortly with the proposed exhibition listings of exhibitions that are going to be taking place in January 2022. But we just want to have a quick rundown about MRYCG. That's proposing where it's going to be going for 2022. Just quickly look back over the past couple of weeks. We've just got a couple of other things to talk about, i.e. the juniors, and also what we do in the Facebook group as well each week. We have a cover competition, don't we, Geoff?
Yeah, pretty good it is, isn't it? Well, all the some real good photos in that.
Yeah, if you're a member of the Facebook group, it is a privately hosted Facebook group. We do each week, ran actually by our great Craig Mason, who was here with us at the beginning of the show. He runs the cover comp, where a theme is chosen each week, and what you do is you get the ability to share as many photographs based on that chosen theme, and you share on that post your favourite pictures, the pictures that you feel are most prominent to the theme, and then other members of the group get to vote on your photographs, and the ones with the most thumbs ups, no other emojis are accepted, just thumbs ups, gets then to be the cover photo of the week and gets posted up in the group and for everybody to see. But this, we're currently, Craig's currently got a bit of a Christmas themed one going, and I think, if I remember rightly, it runs out this weekend. So if you, I think it's based on Christmas or winter themes. Is that right, Geoff?
Yeah, anything to do with winter, really. It's well, Christmas, where it's like snow and stuff like that, and the weather.
Or maybe you've got some Christmas decorations out on your layout as well. That's a good idea. Even if you've got the Hornby Christmas train. I know I've got that one as well. Take some photographs of your home, your Christmas themed picture. Well, yeah, create a Christmas theme on your layout, whether it be a snowy scene, or whether it be a bit of tinsel, Christmas tree, decorations on your layout, that sort of thing. Take some photographs, post them on the competition, and you could be
that little layout in the bottom of your Christmas tree going around.
Yeah, sorry, dry throat there. This radio natter does make our throats dry. Reminds me of going to exhibitions, and the amount of people you end up talking to, you don't get to see anything, but you end up going home with a very dry throat. So, yeah, let us know if you've got any pictures. Get it posted on the competition. I do believe there is a possibility of some prizes up for grabs. I can't remember what they were. I was told, but yeah, look out for the post on the Facebook group, and get posting your Christmas winter themed pictures, and good luck to all that do enter. I know I have entered myself with some quite old pictures actually of my layout at Christmas time. Get them posted on there.
I entered in the early days, but that's when admins were allowed to. But now we've stopped that, haven't we?
Depending, I think with the Christmas one, I think admins have been accepted, have been allowed, just purely because it's a jolly season and for all to join in. So yeah, get posting yours, Geoff.
Even Grinches.
yeah, it's still Christmassy at the Grinch. No harm in that. So yeah, check out that each week. Join the. I think there's going to be 3 winners for the Christmas themed one to cover 3 weeks. I do believe. I think that's what Craig has set up. Obviously, we don't want to be. We want a bit of a break over the Christmas and enjoy our layouts and enjoy our families and stuff. So yeah, 3 weeks, 3 winners. We'll see how it goes. Right, I'm going to move on because I can't believe the time has flown so much. We've got 25 minutes left of tonight before we get on with the next show here on Sonnet Radio. I'll let you know about what's on that afterwards. But I want to go back to exhibitions then for January. Just looking, there is a few already being listed as cancelled, but please do check out with your exhibitions beforehand. Just in case with the current situation, there could be the chance that some may get cancelled last minute. But first, showing on my list in front of me is showing as on Saturday the 8th of January. That's the Marlow, Maidenhead and District Model Railway Club. They're holding an exhibition at their clubhouse at Cox Green Community Centre, Highfield Lane, Cox Green, Maidenhead, Berkshire. Also on the same day, the 8th, Merseyside and South West Lancs NG Group are having a group get-together. Public are invited. Also on the 8th and 9th, there was Somerset and Dorset, which we've also mentioned, that has now been cancelled. Also on the 8th and 9th, the Wessex Association of Model Railway Clubs from Frome Model Railway Exhibition there is at the Cheese and Grain Market Yard from Somerset. So if you can't get to the Somerset and Dorset Model Railway Trust, which has obviously been cancelled now, there's also the Wessex Association Model Railway Club event going on the 8th and 9th. Also on the 8th and 9th, the 33rd Oxford Scout Group Model Railway Exhibition, that has been cancelled. Let's focus on the next one. It is Saturday the 15th, Bridport and District Model Railway Club at the Beaminster Exhibition at the Town Hall. That is apparently still taking place in Dorset. Define Modellers Day, Risley Village Memorial Hall in Derbyshire. That is listed as still going ahead on the 15th of Jan. 15th and 16th of Jan, East Lancashire Model Railway Charitable Organisation Exhibition. That is listed as still going to be taking place. Again, there's a lot on the 15th and 16th. Bognor Regis Model Railway Club are holding an exhibition at the Phillip Community College, West Sussex. Now, Chiltern Model Railway Association's exhibition, that has been cancelled, 15th and 16th of January. But the Astolot Model Railway Circle, the Guildford's Model Railway Exhibition, is currently still listed as taking place on the 16th of January. Moving on to the 21st to the 23rd of January, London Model Railway Engineering Exhibition, that has been cancelled. The Brambleton Model Railway Club Harpenden Exhibition has been cancelled. The 009 Society Open Day and Exhibition at Merrifield Hall, Somerset, that is currently listed as taking place on the 22nd of January. Also on the 22nd, the EM Gauge Society Modellers Day and AGM 2021 of 2022. That is listed as taking place. What are we moving on? Crikey, so many. The Canterbury Model Railway Exhibition 2022. That is listed as taking place 22nd, 23rd of January. 23rd of January. So, I could go on forever. So many. But we'll just do this one more then. South Buckinghamshire O-Gauge Running Group are holding a public running session at St Dunstan's Catholic Church Hall, Wakeman Road, Bourne End, Buckinghamshire on January the 23rd. There are many, many more, but we'll hold on to those for the next time we might be on, because we might be back again in January for further. But if you want to check out on a good listing of exhibitions, and ukmodelshops.co.uk events 2022, check out there for all great listing and up-to-date information on whether your exhibition or club might be cancelled or still going ahead. And they're subject to change every single day. So we're coming up 20 minutes left. Still more to talk about. And yes, 2022, Geoff, is coming fast for MRYCG. Last year we did the New Year's Eve event. We're not doing it this year due to availability, but we will be doing a lot in 2022. Lots going on in the background, lots of fine details being ironed out for something that might be coming towards mid-year. We, fingers crossed, everything crossed, keep those everything crossed for what might be coming throughout in 2022. I'm just looking actually at the chat, so a lot of chat going on in there. And as well as other things, obviously February, if all goes well, MRYCG will be, fingers crossed, at the Stafford exhibition, which I believe is the first weekend. The first weekend in February. I think it's the. Just getting it. I think it's the 5th and 6th of February, but I might be wrong. I'd have to double check on that. In fact, I can do that right now. So while we're talking, so yeah, we're going to be hopefully getting back out and about in the new year. We have got obviously other things that will be lined up. Just looking, here we go. The Stafford Railway Circle Model Railway Exhibition, 5th and 6th of February. I was correct, at the Stafford County Showdown Ground, Western Road, Stafford, Staffordshire. That's hopefully where we'll be next. But if you've got an exhibition local to yourself that you know is going to go ahead, then why not organise a little mini-meet yourself? You're quite welcome to, because MRYCG is run by the community, Model Railway community, for the Model Railway community, by members of who are just modelers ourselves. We're all just in it together. We're all exactly the same, and we all treat each other exactly the same as well. So, yeah, if you've got an exhibition, why not let others know that you're going to one, and maybe arrange a meet with some other modelers that you may have never seen before, other than behind a camera, on a YouTube channel or Facebook or social media, wherever it might be. Always a good idea.
Hello, this is Peter Gower of Vauxhall Junction from the Class 47 Peter YouTube channel, and you're listening to Off the Rails with MRYCG.
Thank you very much, Peter, for letting us know what people are listening to tonight. Now, I'm just going to bring Geoff back in. Now, Geoff has asked a question to ask all you guys out there is, what is everyone having for Christmas for their layouts? Well, I don't know anything, because it's a secret. Santa's got my gifts, so what about you, Geoff?
Nothing. No, I shall. In fact, I'm just in the throes of designing something which is going to be a kit that's going to be available soon. So I'm going to be doing that, and that's going to be sort of, if it works, it'll be a present for myself, and if it works well, then I shall be selling it.
Excellent stuff. Peter's put in the chat some quite interesting news, actually, which I had been following, but I hadn't heard anything recently about it, and that's Class 87035, which was Robert Burns, I believe. It's Robert Burns at Crewe Heritage Centre has been finally finished its repaint into the Virgin Trains livery. The old Virgin Trains livery. It was revealed this week that it's been finished at the Crewe Heritage Centre. Need to check that out. I also, Timbersurf saying, don't forget to mention the exhibition and railway meet. Yeah, done that, no problem. And they're talking about other exhibitions and that taking place around everywhere. Milton Keynes. Yeah, Timbersurf did an MRYCG members meet at Milton Keynes, and he did an absolutely fantastic job of it. So it was great to see so many. And talking about where other places around the country. Timber's saying, has everybody sent their letters off to Santa yet? I've sent mine.
No, I've been a naughty lad, so he won't give me anything.
Oh, yeah, on the naughty list, are you, Geoff?
Yeah, I've been on the naughty step.
Apparently, Rach, who's in the listener line, she says Santa sent it back. Oh, damn. But yes, it's we're fast approaching the end of the show. If you're into your Northern Soul and soul music, Penny is in with the Soul Cellar straight after this. So stay with us from 6 o'clock. And yeah, it's been great. This has. I told you, I thought we were going to struggle with an hour, filling in an hour, and I can't believe we're nearly reaching on 2 hours, and I've not even touched half of what I wanted to talk about today. It's just been so much to mention, so much to just chat about. And obviously it's been great to have people over in the listener lounge as well to talk back. Peter Gowers says, send it back first class. He only accepts letters from good boys. That's why I sent it back then. But yeah, it's been great to just chat with you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Christmas special. We do wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. And in fact, I'm just going to find something because I keep forgetting, because we're chatting away so much. I keep forgetting to do things. And I'm just going to find these right now. Yeah, we've even got the likes of...
Hello, Valleybrook II here. Just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Keep on modelling.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas from Craig at New Durham Junction. And Mr. Graham. And a Happy New Year, you filthy animals.
Hello, this is Jack, the MRYCG Juniors Group Leader from Benton Road Model Railway, and I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes, I remember to put them in. I've been looking at them thinking, I should have put some of them in earlier. But yes, Merry Christmas to all our listeners, wherever you may be, whatever time frame you might be on. Thanks for joining us this week. And if you've liked it, please do spread the word, listen back, check out the social media, and tell everyone to come and join us in for the future. Rach just put two right. He's had some good train stuff over the years. It's time to act sensible this year. Okay. I've been sensible this year. I've been buying scenery and scenic stuff, which I've enjoyed this year. Just one thing, I'm going to finish on one question. And this relates to everybody, whether it be model railways or just modelling in general. What's your favourite part of modelling? What's your favourite part?
I prefer the design of something and making it.
Yeah.
It's like all this 3D printing. I love designing parts and making them work. And then once I've done that, I sort of get bored with them, really. And then it's just down to, I'll just keep getting the printers to keep printing them and I'll keep selling them. But I just love designing and being able to produce something. And it's the same with the layout, really. I mean, I've got ideas that I want to do on the layout, and it's just time. But I just love the idea of making something and making the layout look good.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because Timber's just said exactly the same stuff. Creating stuff. I suppose it's because there's something unique. You've created it yourself, and it's got a pride of place. And personally, going out and just buying something and plonking it on your layout or on your diorama or whatever you might be doing in the modelling scene. So yeah, I myself, I've created a few things myself. I've done, for me this year, it has been scenics galore. I'm very proud of my rock face that I created.
Yeah, that's pretty good though.
Peter's saying, having the pleasure knowing you've done it. Yeah, definitely. You've created it yourself. And that is unique to you. Yeah, it's definitely. There's more honour in it. There's more, let's say, more pride in it. So yeah.
Yeah, we can all go to the model railway shop and buy up a load of stuff and just stick it on a board in the
and then just stare at it. Yeah,
it's not the same.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm tending to see, especially this year, I've focused mainly throughout 2021. I focused mainly on scenics, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, scenics is not just for model railways; it's for modelling in general across a big, wide variety of the modelling scene, from Warhammer to just basically creating a scene on a board of somewhere, maybe where you live, a favourite location. Yeah, it's something for everybody, and I'm sure there'll be much more in the coming months for us to look at, create, and admire. So 7 minutes to go. I'm just going to see if I can cram anything more in. Just looking back at the chat right now, Peter, still in there. Yes, having the knowledge that you have done it, definitely, indeed. We've looked at the exhibitions, just checking emails now to see whether there's anything I can cover. Oh yes, Rails of Sheffield, they've been doing advent calendars sales, something worth checking out on if you sort of grab any bargains. Wednesdays, I think last Wednesday was the last, but it's worth checking out. Scale Model Scenery have been doing their weekly Wednesday live streams, 10 a.m. in the morning. It's great when Dylan's on there. He does a good job of those. But it's a good laugh. I think last week, Jan and Dylan are down at headquarters in Taunton, and they had a bit of fun doing a dual live stream, not dual, dual hosted live stream on their build last week. And there's loads of stuff I wish I could have talked about. Obviously World War Scenics as well, I was going to touch on there. Westhill Wagon Works, loads of new releases from themselves as well. But unfortunately we are really, really running out of time, and 6 minutes to go. What are your plans then for Christmas Day? Is it going to be with the family, or is it going to be modelling? Let us know.
I shall go into my sons and see the grandkids as well. I don't know exactly what's happening throughout the day, but normally I like to have my own company.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be finding a way of cooking a turkey. It might be on the barbecue again because my oven's broke.
Oh dear.
So I might go crowdfunding and get a new oven.
You have to 3D print yourself one.
Oh yeah, that'll melt. Just what we all wanted.
Yeah, for myself, we're going to be enjoying a nice, pleasurable, peaceful Christmas with the better half, I would say, the definitely better half. But yeah, I got for the first time in a long time last year to enjoy a very peaceful Christmas, and I loved it so much. We're having another one this year, I think, all being well. Well, actually, definitely. But off topic, there is something a little bit extra special for us both coming up on Christmas Eve. So if you know us personally, you'll know what's going on there. Timber Surf says, every layout is unique. Some are more unique than others. Yeah, definitely, indeed that. And Peter's saying, I'll be with the family, but last year did a Christmas modelling project, adding passengers to the LMR third-class carriages. So he's going to be spending time with the family this year, not doing any modelling then this year, Peter, I presume. But is there anyone? I think you were modelling last Christmas. I think you were up in the model room for a little bit last Christmas, Geoff. I do remember that a little bit.
Yeah, I was. I enjoyed because you're not doing what you normally do.
Mm-hmm.
So you get more time to say, oh, well, I've got time to go up there now and do it. So that's what you end up doing.
Yes. So it's literally 2.5 to 3 minutes to go. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, Geoff. I know you'll soon be getting off. Thank you, obviously, to everyone that's joined us in the Listener Lounge, Timber and Peter, and anybody else that's been tuning in wherever you may be. Thank you very much. If you have enjoyed it, then please let us know. We do appreciate all feedback and what you think, whether we continue with this for next year. If we do, it will be on the 29th of January, a Saturday again at 4 p.m. 2022. But before we do get off, I've got a couple of things to do, and that's this. So stay with me, don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Owen.
And I'm Jack.
And we are the group leaders for MRYCG Juniors.
We are a group of 13 to 18-year-olds who are just getting started in our model railway adventure.
Our group is fully moderated, and we are building a community with young people with advice and much more.
We hope to offer monthly competitions and fortnightly streams with our ever-growing community.
If you would like to join, go to facebook.com/groups/MRYCG Juniors or visit our website at mrycg.com under the social media tab.
For any questions or queries, get in touch with us via email juniors@mrycg.com.
Happy modelling!
Yes, thank you to Jack and Owen. Right, so it's time to start wrapping things up. Pardon the pun and getting it under the tree. Yes, wrapping it all up. Are you all wrapped and ready for Christmas?
I haven't even started.
Oh, bar humbug you, bar humbug. Yes, we are pretty much done. So that is about it now. I'm just going to look at the ticker-tocker. We've got 45 seconds before we drop off air. So thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you very much, Geoff, for joining us, and we look forward to the future. One thing to do, and that's to wish you all a very merry, peaceful,
have a nice
prosperous
Christmas,
everybody. We hope that Santa will be very kind to you in your modelling projects, and let us know what you get for Christmas in the social media of MRYCG. Don't forget, check out the website mrycg.com for all links for our social media. But until next time, take care, stay safe, stay well, and best of all, keep on modelling. Ta-ra from us.
Bye.